this is future. I'm trying to say this video took me like 5 hours to edit and make. So, if you're gonna leave a like, please make it be this video. I'm talking to you. Yes, you in the black screen right now, personally. If you're gonna subscribe, please join this video. This took me so long. I was meant to be doing my college work, but I'm doing this instead because this is what I put more focus to. So, please, remember, you can like, and if you subscribe and end up you don't like my videos later on, the worst thing that can ever happen is just you unsubscribing. So, thank you anyways, enjoy the video. It took a long time to make. Enjoy. What's going on, guys? It's Shmuel Airlines, back with another video. Today, we're going to be discussing the best and worst heroes for the new season, Season 25, and the meta at this current point in time. So, let's get started. But actually, before we do anything, be sure to just scroll down and check that subscribe button isn't red. If it's red, then bad things are going to happen. Just check so you are subscribed and notifications, and also like the video if you want. Because subscriber glitch, percentage of the people that aren't subscribed, you watch Dream. Let's be real. Anyways, let's get on to it. So, the best support heroes at this point in time. The best one is Baptiste. The reason why Baptiste is the best is because he's got buffed, make his ult as big as a fucking car windscreen. Like, you see it, it's literally like so big, like the wall of China. And he's got immortality that just keeps people alive. His healing could be better, not gonna lie, it's a bit of a hit and miss. You'll throw it into people which won't heal them. You'll go into the floor or something. But he's a really good hero because buffs. Anna is another good hero. Anna's always been a good hero, I'm not gonna lie. Anna's a really fun hero, and she's good. With her ult, it can damage boost people for like a couple seconds. She's really good. She's good for Nano Blade, and her healing's good, 60 health per shot, I think. She also has Biotic Nade that makes people not receive healing from others. She's really, really good, and I would say Anna and Baptiste, really good, two of the best. You should use them. Now, a healer that you shouldn't play as much, they're still good, but they're just not as good as the others. Moira, also Lucio is also one of these. Lucio's good if you can play like Red Shell or Frogger. If you can play like Red Shell or Frogger, then he's good. He's the best hero to counter Widow. He's slimy, he's slick, but if you can't, you just sit on a payload all day. He's not good. You could rather play Baptiste because he's way better, or Zen, he's better. Moira, healing output I think isn't as good. It needs to be stronger. Damage needs to be nerfed, which was good. So that makes her a little bit on the lower side of support. Mercy, really good, strong healing. Can easily pocket an Ashe in the DPS category, and you can just pop off. You can really do damage to an enemy team with Mercy. She's good for she's good for burst of damage, good for pocketing. Zen, I think Zen's really good. He's underestimated. Zen is so good. You put Discord on someone and Zen can like two-shot them. Zen does a shite ton of damage. Zen can burst down any hero in the game. He can literally 1v1 anyone. Zen is so strong. And Brig, well, we all know Brig. She's always been strong no matter what. Raleigh, she's just immortality more like. She's permanent immortality with the Raleigh. She can't die. So that's mainly the support. So the support heroes, you should mainly pick Baptiste and Anna. If you're doing more dive related comp, you can pick Zen, Lucio, or Zen and Anna for like long range. If you want to counter dive, you could use Baptiste and Brig. Baptiste for the immortality, Brig because You could just stun them. Moira's also, Lucio, he's just there if you want to counter a Widow and your DPS can't do anything. Mercy is good for pocketing like an Ash or something. And then if you need more damage. So those are the support heroes that you should play. Now let's go on to the tanks. At the moment, Reinhardt got a massive nerf to his ult, so he's not one of the best tanks you should play. I would say play Sigma over him, because Reinhardt his ult is garbage, hot trash. Moving on to Orisa. Orisa's boring. Orisa is so boring. She just sits on a payload, so if you want to be boring, she's not also good as well. Her shield, I think, it just gets melted too fast. They're probably going to do what they did with Baptiste's window to Orisa's shield and make it like Reinhardt. That'd be funny. Orisa, she's got a Fortify, which helps her like get out of sticky situations, like a Grav, I think. She's press it, she could just walk out of anything, she's like shielded. And then you got a pull. A pull could be going on like wells, maps that have holes on. You like push them, like pull them into a void, and they'll just die. Which is it's a positive. That's why she's better than Reinhardt. Reinhardt's always just really bad. You can just get heavily countered. You'd rather play like a Sigma. Zarya at the moment, she's good. She's good. And I can have the bubble for protection, as we all know. She can get a lot of charge. When she's fully charged, she's a menace to society. She can just melt down your tanks, melt down anyone. And if she gets a Grav off with full charge, she just has to hit right click a couple of times and you're all dead. She's good. But there's still tanks that are better. And I think some of those tanks, as we've seen some people play at the moment, is Bull. Bull's actually ridiculously overpowered at this moment. This meta, I think there's going to be a lot of Bull players. Because Bull's actually strong. There's going to be a lot of Hog Sigma. Hog Sigma is the best, like, tank duo. But if you're running dive, you can run Bull Hog or something. Use Bull instead of Sigma Hog. But Sigma Hog, if you're not running dive, is the best tank duo you can pick. Sigma with the shield, he's ridiculously overpowered. His ult, his stunner potential, he's just so good. He does a lot of damage. And Hog, we all know Hogs. Just hook him and just one tap everyone, really. He does a lot of damage. And Bull's just ridiculously overpowered in dive, and even if not in dive, he's OP. There's two heroes we haven't talked about, and they're the dive heroes. But I would say you would want to replace Winston and Diva. I say replace one of them with Bull, and then one of them with Hog or something. Then like Hog with Bull or Bull Sigma is better than Winston Diva. Winston Diva's good, but Winston just gets melted too fast, and Diva, I think that Diva just stands there too much. Like, we have players that just don't know how to utilise her. Like, I'm looking at like the majority player base. And the majority player base on Diva, they just stand there. With Winston, they don't dive in as much. So you need to take that initiative to just go. If you have no fear, I think you would get burst down, but you would do more of an impact than if you just stood there. Which makes these heroes better than Ryan anyway. But Winston Diva, he's okay. He's good for like counter diving and also diving, because if they're going dive like Genji or like a Tracer, he can just left click and they can't deflect. They can't really do anything. You just Tesla him down like Zarya. Which Zarya could be better than Winston in that situation, but if you're also running dive, then you want to go Winston. But Winston Diva's okay. I like her. Her bomb is good. It can just one-shot people. Her bomb is really good. But yeah, that's the tanks you really want to be utilising. Hog Sigma at the moment and Bull for diving. Those three tanks should always be in your main lineup, starting lineup anyway. And if they have counters to that, you can go like a Zarya or Diva or Winston. But Reinhardt, pick him when times are needed, like times are dire. Like, just basically never pick him. Alright. Finally, we have the DPS. Now then, the DPS. At the moment, Widow all day. Widow has always been strong. I'm not gonna lie. She's always been strong. She's always been there to deal with damage, and she's always been good. She can just one shot most heroes in the game. Everyone but tanks, and with her damage boost and nano, she thinks she can kill like almost everyone, and maybe 2-shot hog or something like that. She can just kill like everyone. Now, as we mentioned before, Ashe is really good with Mercy. Ashe Mercy, top like S tier, like top tier, like really good. She just does enough damage. Dynamite, just area effect, a lot of splash. Not splash. He has a lot of surface area on it when you hit it. And it fires everyone for like a couple of seconds. It's really good for building ult charge. Bob is really strong. Same with Widow Infrasight. It tells people where they are for your walls. It's literally wall hacks. Wall hacks is insane. But Ashe's Bob does a lot of damage. Good for contesting. Has a lot of health. Ashe is really good. You can just move like 2-tap people. You can left click, like zoom in, left click, and then left click again, or left click and zoom in, and then left click and like double shot in. Really strong, good DPS player. The players can utilize this and can just solo carry games. Now McCree actually got a buff recently, which makes him like a bit better. He's really good. I say he's good. If you stun someone up close, you can just fan the hammer, and he can just burst down people. Like tanks, just fan the hammer into them, and they're dead. Mainly, his high noon shit. I'm not gonna cap. It's just like one of the worst DPS ult in the game. His high noon is so shite. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like he'll come up and he'll say that you can have like 5 schools, but then he can only kill like 1 person. It's just got scammed really. But without his ult, you can use his ult to like instantly reload, which most people do. Like fan the hammer, roll, fan the hammer, ult, fan the hammer like a tank and they're dead, something like that. But anyways, it's okay. Normal kit is normal. It's good. You can just if you have aim, left click people in the head, 2-tap them. Really good. Really good for countering dive. It's just really good. Anyways, next we have Soldier. Now Soldier's really good. He got a buff recently where he has no spread. His bullets don't have no spread, but they added recoil. Otherwise, he literally would just have no recoil, no spread, just instant, just hit scan like ba 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 ba. But they added recoil to combat this. But if I'm not saying you should. If you have a macro, like I know someone does, here's his macro. You can make him have no recoil. But it's not even that hard to combat. You just have to like hold the mouse down. But it makes him basically an actual hit scan where your bullet goes. It's basically going. So it's really good for tracking. People like Defran can utilize this a lot. So if you have really good aim, really good tracking, Soldier is a really good hero. Alright. We've spoken about really good heroes. Let's talk about bad heroes. And also his ult is literally an aimbot. But let's talk about bad heroes. Well, not bad, but the DPS heroes you shouldn't pick. Unless you're like top like tier, like top 10 of that hero. Play people who play like Pharah or Genji. Not Genji. I think Genji's not good. Before he got this nerf, he was top 1, you're like top 2, 3 DPS heroes, really good OP. But I feel like in this state, he can just get easily cowered by like McCree, Soldier, even Symmetra's, Torb's even insane at this point. You can just get killed by most people now. Like Sigma, you just get hooked by hogs. You got Anabaptiste, that just instantly cowers him really. Genji in the state is not good. If they buff him, I think they're going to have to either do more damage with Dragon Blade, or could it give him more clip size, or just more damage like they did before. Now Pharah's, okay. She's great in No Limits. If you play No Limits, she's great. Pharmacy just wins games unless they go all diva. But Farah in normal comp, I don't think she's good. She's better with a pharmacy, but Farah just stand alone. She just gets killed so much. Like they'll probably be running a sniper because, as we said before, Widow, Ash, the OP, so they'll most likely be running a sniper, or even McCree and Soldier, like the more hit scans heroes are being played at the moment. And so this means that Farah's going to get destroyed. And you've got Sigma to block her ult, and a Hog to hook her down when she's ult. And you've both got Anna, Baptista, and a Sleep Dart, so she can just get easily punished like Genji when he's in the ult. So at the moment, Farah Genji are one of the worst DPS that you can pick. Now Junkrat's good, but he's easily punishable by like McCree's, Widows, or snipers. But Junkrat can do a lot of damage, and I mean a lot of damage. His ult Riptide one shots most people. You can just spam in a choke. Once he's spammed in a choke, you're basically dead. He just keeps on spamming, and he's just a lot of damage. So Junkrat's good, and he can also trap people, get like a one-shot combo. Now, Sombra, I say pussies user. Literal pussies play Sombra. If you hate your life, you play Sombra. You just put a translocator down anywhere on the map. You go up to a bastion, you kill him, you turn around, he turns around, he shoots you, just go instantly. Like, only pussies play Sombra. And so that's why I hate Sombra. And if she's also easily punishable, she can just get stunned. Like, if she takes damage, she has to go back from her translocator, and she's out of the fight for a long time. And half the time she just doesn't come out of Fade because it's permanent unless they see you, which is kind of easy. And then you just take damage, you have to go all the way back, you have to wait for Fade, wait for your translocator, then you have to place it back, then you have to go trying to build. Oh, it's like she's really bad. May, she's Satan. She could easily just store points, but again, snipers, they can kill them quite fastly. I'm not making sense anymore. It's 9 AM. Shut up. They can kill her quickly in the head, in the crease, soldiers. Her Blizzard is good. I think she can wall people off. She'll put them in a corner and they'll be frozen. And you can just spam them, they'll be dead. Hanzo's good with Zarya. I think Hanzo's really good. If you can, if you can aim. Well, you don't need to aim really. If you can flick, you can do like quick flicks with Hanzo. That's what I do. I do quick little flicks. And most of the time, I end up killing them. I do quick little flicks into the head because that's what I've been practicing as Hanzo. So if you can do that, I think Hanzo's really good because he can just one-shot most people. And also, he's good for Zarya. Zarya Graph, he just throws it all in there. If you time it perfectly, actually calling me to Zarya, yo, you use Graph when I say so. Oh, and you tell me where it is. And then we kill everyone. Not just they'll throw it when you're dead. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm alive. Use Graph, I'm dead. Don't use it. Doing this is easily countable by McCree's, Torbs even. So yeah, but I think it's also okay. You can use it to get positions like Chips or Kevin Durant or Brandito. You can use it to get really unique and weird spots. Like you can just Seismic Slant on and could just decimate a team. Like you can just pummel a team. But yeah, doing this is okay. Now then, we're gonna get onto other areas now. We got Tracer, Echo, Torb, Reaper, Bastion, and Sim to cover. Then we're done. Tracer's good. I like Tracer. She has really good damage burst potential. If you use her well, get up in their face. You can go up behind a Bastion. You can pulse him if you have it. You can just blink it behind him, burst him down. She's really good. She can recall. If you can use her well, solo carry, as we've seen most people do. Echo's really strong. People like Rascal, really good at utilising her. Her ult, literally, makes you full health into that hero, and you build ult in like 2 seconds. And when you die as Echo, when you like in an ult, you stay as Echo. You come back as Echo with full health. It's basically you just get free life, which is really good. She's stronger. Stickies can just melt people, and if they're below health, her E, whatever that is, melts them. So she's really good. Top got a buff recently. He's really good at he just cooms everywhere. Really good, does a lot of damage. Splash potential, or the area of effect, the spread and all that is really good. Pog, his E, if he gets like hit by like a Kenji Blade, can survive more swings, gets a lot of health. Really good. Like Eris's 45. Really good. Also, you can just like dink people from afar. Good. And Turret's has always been good. Reaper's really good. I think he got a buff recently. Reaper is insane. He's you can hide into spars and you just come out from like a buff and you just die and kill like all of them. Good for close range, like dive. Good counter. Good for killing tanks. If tanks are too aggressive, you can pay a Reaper and they can just die instantly. You teleport. You can fade. You can just a lot of things that you can do as Reaper. It is really good. Bastion's good for more bunker comps, as we've seen with Symmetra. Symmetra also got a buff, I think. Symmetra's also good. Bastion, good for like camping in a corner, you just melt people down. But Pharmacy could counter that. But if he's like in a really tight angle, like Numbani, like top left, like in that little corridor, if a Bastion sets up there, it's basically game over. Like, you really can't do anything unless you go round top left down in that little health pack where they go in that little corridor room, and then you come up behind them and you just spam like a Reinhardt pins or something like that. That's one way of countering it. Or you go underneath, is what I like to do sometimes. You go underneath them. They're on high ground top left, and you should go underneath the point where you're capping it, but they can't see you. They're most likely, some of them are going to have to drop down, leaving Bastion open for your Pharaoh or something like that to just dive on him or something and just burst him down. And that's a really good way to counter him. Now, Symmetra, Bastion is you can literally just fly. You can just jump into places like Bastion main does, or Zelbrad as it used to do. Is going to unique places. You just really good. Now Symmetra is always a wall. It's literally Donald Trump's dream. It was a wet dream. You just build a wall. It's really good. I mean, you can use it to like block grabs, some ults. Good turrets. TP bomb. That's always been strong. People in lower ranks literally cannot see the turrets. They just don't think they exist. Left click can generate fast and do a lot of damage. Really good burst potential. She's good. She kind of can be good for countering dive if you utilize her well. That's basically right click, spam. But yeah, that's it. Use TP to get in places like TP bomb the Bastion on the high ground or something like that. Really good for countering bunker as well. But that's basically it. We discovered new heroes that are good. We've talked about which heroes are good and bad, which ones you should use, which ones you shouldn't use, and why.